In December 2018, the Parliament of Uganda passed the Data Protection and Privacy Bill, which among other things sought to protect the privacy of Ugandans by making it illegal for individuals' personal data to be misused by government agencies, companies and any other third parties. On the 25th of February, President Museveni assented to the bill, making it a law. The law mandates the National Information Authority of Uganda, NITA-U, to protect the privacy of individual and personal data by regulating the collection and processing of the said information. The Executive Director of NITA-U, James Saka, says the law is timely because an increasing number of Ugandans are using online services that keep their data, and they also have to give a lot of personal information to companies and government agencies.
And this law was the missing gap, because when you go online, citizens give you data. Citizens are worried about the privacy of their data. And that was the missing law in our laws, to ensure that we have safe online usage.
Saka also adds that the existence of the Data Protection and Privacy Law will encourage investment and improve employment.
Especially in the IT-enabled services, especially BPO, business process outsourcing, where we have our Ugandan companies have not been able to attract jobs from the European and American markets because these companies abroad fear to send their data to us because we didn't have that law, and therefore they were afraid that their data would be compromised.
Dorothy Mukasa, the Executive Director of the organization, Unwanted Witness, which has been a major advocate for the law, has welcomed the legislation.
It has been all over in Uganda. You find your personal HIV status information wrapped into guineas, with the vendors. You find high-profile personalities like bartenders, mobile money transactions being in the press. You find security agencies go in and raid data centers for MTN. All these are data breaches that are not regulated anywhere. So you do not know where to go, who to hold accountable, and what are the penalties in case your data is breached. So this is a very positive step to the right direction.
The Data Protection and Privacy Bill will deliver a number of objectives, which include to protect the privacy of the individual and personal data, to regulate the collection and processing of personal information, to provide for the rights of the persons whose data is collected, to provide obligations for data collectors and data processors, to regulate the use or disclosure of personal information and for related matters. However, Mukasa is skeptical about the enforcement of the law, saying NITA, which is supposed to be the custodian of the data collected, is a government agency which may be susceptible to interference.
NITA is part of government, and it's the one in charge of collection, storing personal data. How do you differentiate? How do you prevent government from accessing this personal data? So these are some of the challenges that the law that should be addressed with the current law. So
Uganda becomes the 15th country in Africa to enact data protection laws. The law is intended to enforce Article 27 of the Constitution, which calls for the protection of the privacy of Ugandans. Juma Kiria, NTV.